All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another VOD review. This time we have Plat 2 console. They say, how much more did I need to do here? They say they played Cloak and Dagger, and then Strange for the rest of the match. Captain America and the occasional Psylocke Hawkeye kept harassing the backline. I switched to tank so I could peel before the rogue said she would peel, so I just played Strange to prioritize having a front line. The Human Torch spam pinging for heals 24/7 didn't help in terms of trying to keep my cool. All right. So, yo, what's up, Tram? How's it going? Pizza and French fry? Oh, let's go. First of all, I always say this. I wouldn't recommend flexing between ranks. The way Marvel Rivals Matchmaker works, it takes into account the role that you play the most. And so if you play different roles, it's going to put you into games where it expects you to flex more often. Not all the time, but more often. So first piece of advice would definitely be to pick one role and stick with it unless you really, really, really do enjoy and play multiple roles at like a high enough level. That's going to make your overall experience much better. So I'll just give review based on whatever characters you're playing. We're starting with Cloak. We have a Groot. We have a front line. Should be fine. Let's get to it. Nice. This is a 30-minute game, so I'm going to be a little less, I don't know. I'm going to try to take not as much time because we'll be here forever. This is Plat 2 on console. Window. Oh, we're so lucky he didn't die. So, in general, with Cloak, you want to use the window to help people who are like tanks who really need the help. And then you want to use the bubble for peel and helping your other support. Right? So the window, it actually has the effect of people get more healing when they're in it. It's the only way that Cloak can actually like burst people down. Am I crazy for thinking that the lower ranks have much longer matches? No, that makes perfect sense because they all they just brawl for a really long time. Whereas in high ranks, it's like people come together, they have a fight, one team gets the advantage, the other team backs off, gives space, and then they take the next fight. Whereas in this, it's just like always constantly going. Okay, we have the advantage. Good. W key. Nice. Nice. We're using blind. This is great. Good stuff. I need to blow my nose while we watch. Far so good. Doing fine. I like your positioning. We're using walls. We're pushing up with our team when it's time. This is great. We're being aggressive. Nice. Good blind. Good stuff. Not bad at all. Hey, Hawkeye throwing in the... No. Oh, if you just blind him, you can kill him. Just kill him. Just take the 1v1. No. Okay, so... there's like decisions to make here, right? So how do we make the decision on what we should do? First of all, if you can kill a Hawkeye in your backline, like go for it. And what you should be thinking is like, okay, this is a diver, right? Somebody's diving into your backline. So what you want to do is you want to do enough damage to them that you shoo them away like a fly. So you start doing damage and you're doing a great job, but then you stop. Because if you watch what happens, like from this guy's perspective, he's like, oh, I'm fine. I can just sit here and aim. Oh, I'm taking damage. He's going to start to panic. And if he doesn't, you could just kill him. But since you stop doing damage to him, he's going to die. Now, what I'm assuming happens is this squirrel girl is like, guys, I need healing. Why am I not getting healing? And my advice to you would be to ignore this person. That your life is more important because you can heal them later, right? So, unfortunately, we make the wrong decision. We try to prioritize our teammates, and we die for it. Luckily, we get the point anyway. But, like, dang. remember being in silver and gold and just being more exhausted after 3 or 4 matches. I think it's lost after 3 more matches and because GM is hell. GM is pretty rough right now. It's very back and forth. It's so dependent on the games. So check this out. We actually had a totally winning position. We had a totally winning position back here. But because we didn't kill the Hawkeye, and we died and the squirrel died, now all of a sudden we turned this winning position into a losing position. So like these mistakes, they snowball. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, that's good for us. I like that we're not ulting. We're using cover. Great. This is nice. Oh, that's a good call, Caesar. I hate when DPS don't come back freely and just stand there. They probably pinged a bunch for it too. Okay, so I'm gonna make some educated guesses here. I think that you wanted to use your ult offensively in order to like gain space for your team, right? We're in Plat, so this is not a horrible idea, but in general, I would just wait to do this until you're in like upper GM, honestly. Because your teammates here, they're not good enough to actually take advantage of the space that you make with your ult. The other reason is you have a gambit. Your gambit it's much easier for people to make space and make use of the advantage of an aggressive support ult if it's gambit ult or Ultron ult, right? With cloaks, it's not as valuable. So for right now, I would prefer if you only use it defensively. I think over here would have actually been a great time to use it, probably, in order to save people from the Psylocke ult. Like right here. Even if you ulted like here, here, and then out to here, I think that would have been much better. Because your gambit could probably dash through it. But it is what it is. Okay, good way to spam. We're a little in danger zone. Be careful here. Good fade. Alright, you guys have ult advantage now because the other supports are worse. Now you just have ult advantage, so you should be able to do this. Okay. So where is safety? This is something we haven't talked about yet, right? We notice our rogue is low and they're getting pressured, okay? So if you're going to help with them, you have to back out all the way or you have to find pressure. Now, this is kind of just a good job by the enemy team of splitting you guys up. And they're attacking from all angles, right? Now, yeah, there's no real like hard right answer right here, but I would recommend trying to stick with a tank. A lot of supports won't heal you if they see you anyways. This is why I just try to rely on hub packs. Okay. Alright, W key. Enable your team here. Oh, careful. I feel like we didn't realize what we walked into. This is a really bad habit of like, you're looking one way, but you're walking another direction. If you look at this from like the enemy Hawkeye's perspective, like you just kind of walk in. Well, he dies. You just kind of walk in with your back turned and you don't really like know what's going on. So just be very careful of like where I'm looking versus where I'm walking. That can get you killed. Oh yeah, chaosism. I do that same thing. Like when I'm playing like Cap, Angela, sometimes Hulk, like I don't rely on supports. I'm like, they can do their own thing, and unless I jump all the way back to them. All right, so here's a concept we haven't really talked about yet as well. When you're... So we talked about like what you should do back here, right? When somebody's diving, you want to slap them away like a fly. The reason I say like you don't want to like take the 1v1, you don't want to fight, you want to just slap them away is because it's quicker, right? If you turn around, you shoot him a couple times, and then we get to look back up front. Because this Psylocke, she actually killed the Groot by just doing this. Because both supports turn around, Rogue turns around, and now Groot is by himself on the front line. And it doesn't take very long in order for him to fall over out of supports. So that way of thinking about it as a diver is great. You just pull the attention of the supports away from the front. So when you're playing a support, you have to keep in mind like what you're giving up in order to turn around and shoot people behind you. Yeah, that's very true. Very true, Purple. Back up. Oh no, you were doing so good because you're up against the wall. But the second you stop going up against the wall, now we walk out into danger zone because of Hawkeye. You need to be behind a wall. You can do everything that you're doing from back here. Oh, please be cognizant of that. Okay, now we're dead. Get out. Both of our tanks have died. Get all the way out. All the way. Good. Yes, this is good. So I am noticing we're not really healing the torch much. This needs to be... this is something that you can do at any point in the game. Anytime there's downtime, you need to be holding tab and you need to be checking your team comp and the enemy team comp. So when you look at your team comp, you need to look at, okay, do I have any flyers? Yes, I do. What is my other support playing? Is my other support playing Cloak? Are they playing Rocket? Are they playing Ultron? Are they playing Luna? Right? If they're playing any of those characters and you're not, it's probably not your job to heal the flyer, right? So if you're playing Cloak and you have a Luna, the Luna's going to throw the snowflake on the torch and then they'll be healing them without looking up and it should be fine. Now, since your other support is playing Gambit, it's actually way easier for you to be the support that is looking up. And all that information we can get just by pressing tab and like taking a look. Now, what do you look at the enemy team for? Remember we talked about earlier, like, oh, I should be using my support ult defensively in order to stop a big push or an enemy like offensive ult. So that's another thing we use tab for. We see like, okay, Cap, we can't see that he has his ult or not, but we know like, okay, Cap doesn't really have anything that would force my ult out. Loki, not really. Hawkeye, definitely, but I need to be careful when I ult against it. Invis, no. Mag, I'm not going to ult in reaction to his, but it's something to look out for, so I know when I ult, I'm probably going to be a target. Psylocke I could probably use my ult for, right? So in our head, we're just by pressing tab, we already know our healing target priority, and we know a good situation to use our ult. And then if we don't do that, now we're kind of like relying on the flow of the game with no plan. And then we don't have reaction speed, and then Psylocke ult comes in and wipes our whole team when it didn't have to, right? Need to blow my...
Don't you put me out.
Okay, we're going for an offensive play. Not bad. We already talked about it though, because now it leaves our team vulnerable. That is a lot of ults.
I'll get you next time. My time to shine. Get ready.
Whoa. Nice. Blind him, blind him, blind him, blind him. Ah. Okay, so when you have a Gambit ult going, one of the secret hidden effects of Gambit ult, I don't know if that's accurate, but one of the effects of Gambit ult is you actually get your ult charge faster. So if there's nobody to heal because they're in a support ult, right? Like, so this Groot, he's not going to be taking much damage because it's going to get healed by the Gambit ult. These people, they're going to get healed by the Gambit ult. So I would rather you switch into cloak form and start doing damage to get your ult faster. Oh man, when cloak ult blinds and ulting mag. Yeah, it's so good. We need to be doing damage here. Good. Okay, now what do our tanks want here? Our tanks want to hold the door right here and make it impossible. So if I'm you, I'm going to put myself in a position to where they're able to do that, where I'm not taking damage. So I'm not like out here in the middle of nowhere because I'll get surrounded by there and like high ground. If I'm over here, I can help and I have cover. So if they start shooting at me, I can back up to here and then my tank should be in this area. Or if my tanks are in the other area, I can back up to here. I can go around, right? Blind not affected by Maggle? I don't believe so. I don't think it's a projectile. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure I've been blinded while I was mag ulting. What are we giving up? Just be cognizant. It was low, so we're fine. Oh, we completely lost track of positioning. So remember what I said? If we were over here, now all of a sudden we're not getting pressured by Hawkeye. We're not getting pressured by Cap. We're not getting pressured by Loki. We'll be right over here. This is good. This would be fine. But since we didn't take the position early, now we're screwed. Now the whole time we're rotating, we're dealing with other stuff. So be very aware of like how the map, there's a couple areas of each map that it kind of like rotates where you actually want to be like in front of the cart, even though that feels weird. So like this map, there's a tiny section here. The most famous one is Heart of Heaven, when it goes like under, and it goes like under the bridge and then it loops back around and goes over the bridge. Like that area flips around as well. So be aware of like where your safety net actually is. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, we have our ult. I'm looking at tab. I see, okay, still same situation. They haven't Hawkeye ulted in a while. They haven't Psylocke ulted in a while, so those are probably coming up. And I'm going to talk to my other support. I see, oh, they only have 40%, so I'm going to be the one to do it. So I need to stay alive, play a little bit more safe. Okay, now we're down one. Now it's probably not worth ulting, but maybe if we have an advantage. Oh, now just die. Just die or get out. Good. Thank you for not ulting. Good stuff. Now I die a little inside whenever I see these bridge boosts. Yep. It's part of the territory of joining the Cub Club, I guess. Alright, so they use Psylocke ult. So now we know they're going to have Hawkeye ult coming up. So again, this is... We already talked about this. I don't think this is a good ult. We already had the advantage of this area. And there's 10 seconds left. So now another factor that comes into play is, can we build our support ult up enough and fast enough to get another ult at the end of the game? Most likely not. This was like season 0 cloak, sure, but... Here it is. Hawkeye ult, we don't have anything for it. Luckily, he used it too early and Gambit was able to build his ult. Oh, wait. Oh, there's a chance we get to see it. Does it actually work? Hang on. Am I just wrong? Ah, it gets eaten. I'm wrong. But you can actually do damage to him. I'm wrong. I stand corrected. Now we know. See, this is why I try not to do micro. There's so many characters It's so difficult. We're very lost in the sauce. There's no reason to be out here. Our position earlier was much better. Like right here, you're getting shot at because they're missing the Groot and hitting you, right? Like if Psylocke tries to shoot Groot, she's gonna hit you by accident when she misses. Okay? So be really careful. Yo, what's up? What's up, Chase? Been doing much better after the recent Loki tips. Yo, awesome. Glad to hear it. Thanks for coming back. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day and good luck grinding. Do be Plat though. So the next thing to keep in mind is like what can you see? If you're up here, right? Who can you see in your field of view right now? You can only see Groot. We have no idea what's going on behind us over here. So one of the benefits of support is you actually get to stay back by cover and see your whole team. Now, I know it's kind of difficult because they have Cap, Venom, their Psylocke has been kind of off-angling, their Hawkeye has been, you know, straight up diving. But it is important that, like, when we're on, that we think about where our positioning is and we're not putting ourselves in too much danger up front. We get to see everybody. Maggle neutral might be the new meta. Hey, tell that to Churro and his tell that to Churro and to put on his bingo card.
2, 3.
Oh no. Yo, what's up, Gia? How's it going? Yeah, this is really bad positioning. Again, we run into the situation where if Hawkeye misses us, like let's assume Hawkeye is right here, as Hawkeyes usually are, right? And he shoots at the Groot, there's a chance he could just headshot us by accident. Or if he's standing over here, he can actually just see us and kill us. If they're up here, so Psylocke is taking care of the torch, and now he just has a free shot on you. So this is really bad. At the very beginning, you were playing great. You were using cover, but now I feel like we're scared of the Cap. Like with Cap and Venom, they're kind of tickle monsters. You can almost ignore them. It's like they don't do enough damage to really do the trick. I feel like positioning is most supports problems. Yeah, it'd be like that. It's actually not just supports. Like most people in the game. All right, where did we use our bubble? Let's see. Yeah, if we're gonna use our bubble again is for defensive purposes, right? You're gonna use it on yourself and your other support, and you guys are gonna stay there unless worst case scenario, your team's really getting pushed and your tanks need it. But we have window for that. So window for people in front of you, bubble for yourself and your other support next to you. So we need to flip those in our brain. So again, the whole time we're doing this, we're losing sight of the front line. It doesn't come to... And there's another bubble. Yeah. Look, oh, you're just in such a bad position now. The Cap doesn't even need to kill you. Look, you walked right into the enemy team. They can shoot you from spawn. Oh, you're lucky that you're in Plat, because if these people were any better than Plat, they would just kill you. Ult now, please. Oh, it was too late. Oh, it was too late. That's again goes back to show us like we need to be holding tab and knowing what am I gonna use it, right? Like my gold rounds. So we've been doing a lot of guess the rank and a lot of VOD reviews, and we kind of come up to we've kind of come to the conclusion is like if you start with like North American servers and PC, if that's your baseline, in order to guess the rank properly, if it's Europe, you add one rank system. So like if you're thinking gold, it's probably Plat. And then if it's console, you add another one. And then if you're doing it just based off of what you think the game is, you need to add at least one, if not two, for the rank inflation. Unless it's really high level. And then most of those go away. So, mostly kidding. That's for guess the rank. Anyway, what's going on here? Let's see. So we're helping our team. Who's here? We have two tanks out in front. We're solo supporting at the moment. Our tanks are fighting a, let's see, 1v, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're fighting a 2v6. Kind of a 3v6. Now we're ulting. So again, we wander right into point in order to do this. So a good rule of thumb is if you're trying to heal somebody, you can't put yourself in a bad position in order to do that and put yourself in danger. So if this rogue wants to go ult in the corner and dive over here, she's not going to get any healing, and that's okay. Just let it go, right? Keep yourself in a good position, and that's going to have like multiple positive effects. The first and easiest one is, you're not going to be out here in a bad position getting hit by two tanks. You're going to be back here where your gambit is, and you're going to be helping. The second thing is, this one's harder to see, but if this tank, most people who play tank, they lose faith quickly in their supports and they start playing differently. So if you only heal them when they're in a good position, they are subconsciously going to put themselves in good positions in order to get healing. And if they don't, you weren't going to win anyway. So it doesn't really matter. So the two effects, you put yourself out of danger and you're encouraging your tanks to play in the proper positioning, right where this Groot is. So we got to be thinking about that. Like if somebody wants to run off and die, they need to know, like, if they want healing, they got to come back. Good. Stay here. Nice. No, too close. Too close. Too close. No. Like, let Groot do this. Groot has 850 health. He has 3 different walls, and he has 2 supports helping him. You have 1 support kind of helping you and less than 300 health. Like, you just die instantly. If Groot takes that much damage, which he did, he's doing fine, right? Oh, so unfortunate. Tanks are very aware of their health bars. They like when health bar go up and not when health bar go down. Or when health bar not go up. Yeah. Okay. Again. We have no tank in front of us. We're walking backwards into the enemy. We have no idea who's behind us. Ah! I hit print screen. Yikes. Their cast just... Alright, don't... See, again, you can kind of just ignore a cap. How much damage did he realistically do to you? He did 70? All he had to do was... He did 70 damage to you, and you stopped healing your tanks. So watch your Groot's health bar. Boom, 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 boom. And now you're healing him again. So your Groot lost almost 700 health in the time that you lost 70. Right? So whenever you need to like wait a little bit in order to play like ultra defensive. In a match with Churro where I played Thor, nobody was really contesting me, very fun. Or Groot was contesting you. So again, so we use our fade on... But this is exactly like what I'm talking about. We use our fade when we didn't need to, and when we do need to, because we have a Psylocke ult going, we could save like 3 people with our fade here, but it's still on cooldown and we die because of it, and so does our team. The other thing is that healing time where Groot lost 700 health and you weren't able to heal it up quickly, he had to pull back, give up space, so these guys are able to walk forward. He also stopped taking damage after that because he had to get healed up. and so you take a couple extra seconds to get your ult. So like all of those effects are just from like bad positioning and then using our cooldowns in the wrong situations. Again, or not again, but I always say this, that's actually good news because those are relatively like simple changes that all you have to do is like be thinking differently, and then your value is going to just skyrocket. It helps so much. Okay, we use the window. Let's see. We use our blind. Good. This is a bad window because our teammates don't need the extra bonus healing. I guess you're trying to save your Groot. I mean... Yeah. Oh god, delete him. Okay, we lost sight of our... No! No! We lost sight of our positioning right here. So here, they got the point. We need to actually... And we lost our tank. We need to actually get out and not lose the next fight also. We need to back out all the way to here. By the time we get to here and we're taking a fight here, our Groot's probably going to be back, and then we can fight again. But instead, we kind of hang out in the open. We start getting attacked, and we try to hold the space like right outside of their spawn. Even though we're already down 2. Like, we're just like not going to accomplish much here. And then again, we're not going to have it when we need it. They have Hawkeye ult right now. They can literally just wait out your ult, not lose any space because their spawn's right here. Still get the kills, push the cart forward to that corner that I told you guys to go back to there. And then they're going to Hawkeye ult and not only win this corner, but probably also this one too. Well, let's see. Let's see if that comes true. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't because it's Plat and people are bad. But that's what should happen.
No place this beautiful should have to suffer in the
Right? We're still not ready. Still not ready to take a team fight. Here's the cart. They've already taken this corner fully. Cart's about to turn the corner now. Okay, it looks like our team's finally ready for a full team fight. We're waiting for Squirrel. Rogue is like by herself. Now here it comes. Ready? Oh, Rogue actually killed Aura points, the premium rivals currency. Yeah. Now Rogue is dead. Good blind. Attempt, good fade. And there it is. We don't have a support ult, right? And so we lose this point purely based on that. It's crazy how important support ults are. All right, now we have strange gameplay. I'm not sure if you actually want critique on your tank gameplay. I'm gonna assume that you do, but we'll see. I don't really think the dive was the problem, by the way. So, in fact, yeah, I'm just gonna do the cloak and dagger because I think you mentioned that you're switching to strange, like specifically for a purpose. And you're Lord on cloak and daggers. So that's going to do it for this review. A lot of big things there. Positioning, be aware of what's going on. Let's use our abilities in the correct manner. So your bubble for defensive, healing yourself and your other support. Your window for healing people in front of you and getting the bonus health. Our support ults, we need to think of them as like ultra defensively. Making sure we check our scoreboard to see our teammates, enemy teammates, things like that. And I'm sure you'll go a long way. So anyway, thank you so much for the VOD review. I hope this helps. If you guys made it this far in the YouTube video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. Take care. God bless. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.